everybody, this is Lourdes here, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the 1010 portal. Today, the day is October 10th, and which means that the number for October is 10, and the day is 10. However, the day in itself vibrates on a 5. What does this mean? 10 is all about power, okay? It's about breaking what doesn't work in order for you to actually create something different. It's about building a foundation. It's about power. It's about a legacy. So when we're talking about legacy, power, and vision and all this stuff, it creates a space in the time-space continuum where you can actually have the opportunity to really dig deep inside and realize the things that are not working for you anymore. And you have the courage now. You have the willpower to do it. 10 is about power, willpower, inner strength. It requires the inner strength and willpower to actually break through the layers of ego that are kind of like holding you back. And so that could be in terms of relationships, mental structures that are kind of like keeping you back. People, places, and things, I always say. These are the 3 things that I will always like be reflected and projected outside of you. So people, places, and things, it will be the 10. 10 is about inner power, trying to see things in a different light, with a different side of, with a higher level of consciousness. Why? Because the 10 as a master number, it means realization of the self. It's after the 9. And when you go through the numbers of the vibrations of 1 through 9, you know, you have the 1, which is the originator, the new, the rebirth, but with the 0. And then the 0, what it does, it amplifies the power of that vibration. And so if 1 is about originator, doing something different, doing something new, being a leader, you know, creative, forging forward, you pair it up with the 0, it means it's going to be amplified, because the 0, it's the symbol is about a circle, which means that it's all or nothing. And then that is the whole entire thing about this vibration, the 1010 portal, all or nothing, do or die. You do it or you die. Like, it's time for that part of you that doesn't work for you or is not serving you to die. It needs to go. It needs to let go. And then now it's actually creating a space for you to have different types of opportunities that you would have never seen before are going to come up. And that doesn't mean it's not going to create some strife or struggle. On the contrary, it's happening on a 5-day, which means changes in communication, okay? And so what about the 5? It means that this portal is happening under a sphere is set up to be changes in communication, different changes. So it's the more flexible that you remain throughout these changes, the more detached that you can see things in a different light. You are no longer identified with these processes anymore. You can actually break free from them while you stay grounded in a reality in order for you to change. So it's not like these changes are going to sweep you off your feet and kind of like create chaos anymore. The chaos is working for you rather than against you. The chaos is actually helping something inside of you that needed to come out. And in order for it to come out, it has to be through a little bit of strife and struggle. It needs to have some pressure. So the pressure is going to come in order for it to come out. And then once it come out, you have been doing the work before within yourself. Then this is the time where you're going to see the fruits of that labor. You're going to see that by staying grounded with your feet firmly in place in the ground, in reality, you can see how all this is going to change. You're going to remain fluid, but are not going to be swept away by the changes that are coming, because everything that needs transformation, something has to trigger it in order for it to be, you know, awakened and transformed. It is about listening to your own self. It's time to really trust what your inner voice says. Just come into a point where you need to really, really start trusting that inner voice, because amidst the change, that guidance is going to keep you very well grounded and detached enough so you can create the changes that you need to do while you see new opportunities come up that you otherwise wouldn't have been ready for, or you would have missed before, because you were still in another different energy and vibration. It is a portal for us that gives us that extra oomph, that extra power, that extra, I don't want to push, if you will, to really start breaking anything that has nothing to do with the reality they want to create. That could be, everything that has to do with relating to one another is going to be transformed, because the way that if you've been doing the work before this, as you have changed within yourself, everything around you is going to change. So be aware of how these things turn out in your life. Be conscious. Start building upon that new level of awareness and that level of consciousness. And if it's not, ego stuff is going to come up. It's okay too. It has to come up. Allow it to come up. Give it permission, because then as you give it permission to come up, you can be aware of it. Not only are you aware of it, the moment that you are aware of it, you heal it. Whatever it is that you've been working on and towards, it will come up. You will see the fruits of your labor internally, externally. It will be reflected externally. The 10-10 portal is about transformation, especially under Scorpio month. The sun is in Scorpio, the moon is under Pisces. So it's about really, really honing in as to what are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What is your soul's mission? What do you want to do? But not about doing because for the sake of, getting acclaim or wherever. No, that's the old mentality. It's about what is your purpose? It cleanses yourself from the ego perceptions of what you think you want it to do. And then it aligns you closer to what you really, really want to do, because it's your soul's desire. It's more based on desire and less than wanting. It's more genuine. The more genuine you get with yourself, the more genuine the process moving forward, the stronger the foundation that you build upon moving forward. And that is the beautiful thing about this vibration. It is a very, very beautiful vibration. And it's called a portal because portals, really what they mean is they're like gateways. They kind of imagine a gateway. You have this big wall, right? And a gateway is kind of like this thing that creates a space between the continuous gateway. That what does it do? It creates a door, an opening. A portal is an opening. It's an opportunity for us to tell us, listen, now is the time. I'm helping you. There are these vibrations going on that are aligned for you to actually dig deep, be courageous and have the willpower to finally break free from old patterns of behavior, old ways of thinking, any toxic relationships, all that out. That's done, no more. And now, why? Because now you are able to see it and create from a different place. A more sustainable place, something that can really build upon and form a legacy. What does a legacy mean? It means that when I construct, I construct something that will pervade even after I'm gone. So think about that. What is it about your life that you want to create? What am I doing here? What am I doing this for? Who am I doing it for? Am I doing it for others and for self-validation, or, out of it a need for lack or a need for money or any sort of need, or am I doing this because it fulfills me, because it brings me joy, because I enjoy it, because it comes from my heart and it's genuine and it fulfills me, kind of inspires me to share it. This is the time to really understand your self-worth, your value, and see it as, and really gain your power, reclaim your inner power that can only come not from anything in the outside that's going to give anything to you, because you already have it within you. And so this is the beauty of the 10-10 portal. On a 5-day, the changes are coming. Change is necessary. It's not that your inner self changes at all. What has to change is the way that you used to see things about yourself and others. The things the modus operandi that you used to have before has to change. it's not the change that I don't have to better myself. It's more that I have to undo these things that I used to believe in order for the other thing to believe kind of reveal itself. The other way of looking at it, kind of like being guided into seeing that this is something that is necessary. Even though I don't see the big picture, more than enough to know that this will pass, it's necessary, and I will be well. And then that is the number, that is the vibration of the 5. Is going through these changes with grace, with flow, but with your feet planted on the ground, firmly in reality. No, this portal will help you to see things exactly as they are. Radical acceptance. And in that acceptance, the 5 guarantees the freedom that comes from it. The freedom from the shackles of just being in denial and being enslaved to something that it isn't. And so, and in this radical acceptance, you will find the freedom to be yourself, the freedom to be your truest self, your highest self, and then build something from that highest self. That is the beauty of the 1010 portal. This is what I recommend you do at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Take a moment, and at 10:10, I'm gonna sit and kind of like relax. And if you're awake, just breathe and kind of like do a little meditation and intention and set yourself up and say, I am here. I am grounded. I accept myself. I love myself. I choose a different way. And then just sit still, do a guided meditation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually share with you a very good guided meditation that really, really works with this vibration for you to do it. Share with us in the community, like what you thought and what what you felt. Did it work? Did it not work? Whatever. I want to hear from you. Okay. I hope this helps. And this is the way that kind of, we can use the influences that are helping us in a very conscious way in order that for us to be like the better version of ourselves. And so there it is. I really want to hear from you guys. What do you think? What did you do? Did you do the guided meditations that I'm going to post up? Share with us anything, okay? I'm going to post another video tomorrow, so be ready for that. I want to talk about a bunch of other stuff that I've been working on. So thank you so much for listening, and please share your thoughts. Have a good night.